think these are great achievements for hip hop and rap music because it's about recognizing a standard, and you gotta have a standard no matter what you do. When we watch the NBA today on basketball, you're looking at something that always weighs itself against a standard. It ain't just hype. You look at ball and somebody says, well, Carmelo Anthony, but then they're going to weigh it up against, but when Mike Jordan rolled through here, and so new heads, sometimes if they're not aligned with the actual standard or you don't pay attention to history, you get lost up in hype to think that, Mike Jordan, I don't know, I don't hear about him no more. He must have fell off. No, the standard is there. It's never going to be moved. History tells you that. You understand with history, you know what happened before to know where it's going to go in the future. You always got to have a standard in mind. But it ain't about any one situation. It ain't about us. It's about the standard of the art form that always takes energy and effort to maintain and always to be able to look outside yourself, look outside your region, look outside your territory. The number 2 largest market as far as a nation in rap music and hip hop, ladies and gentlemen, is France. The MC of the future, if you don't know 2 or 3 languages, how the hell can you compete? And if your topic and subject matter is low, when you infantile yourself, you 31, you an MC trying to sound 16, where the f can you go with that? The average 15-year-old head looking at you like, number one, you old head, and you trying to relate to me. I'll listen to an old head if an old head got me some jewels to go with. But, and so MCs always got to elevate themselves with vocabulary and topic, and sometimes say, flow can be secondary or even third, because it ain't like you singing. So you got to bring something to flow that people could go on for a while. Or else like this, if you don't have standard, what separates the 35-year-old MC from the 16-year-old MC? I ask y'all that. But if you don't use your experience, what's your experience? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So they got to reflect in the rhymes. And so a lot of young heads have been defaulted by older MCs that kind of shorted themselves out, trying to young themselves down, only because the radio stations and the situations wouldn't support them. That's where New York fell a little short, because the support systems weren't there. But in France, they got a lot of support systems. I toured 8 cities in France, gigantic spots. The Gare Rock Festival had 200,000 people there. And let me tell you this. You cannot separate Africa, the African or black away from rap music and hip hop when you're talking about France. I did a press conference about, this deep, and you got, from Benin, Senegal, Mali, Cameroon, Central Congo Republic. So in order for the rap music and hip hop to elevate, number one, we have to almost become above American. Most Americans have a bad sense of history and geography, and also and time. I named you 7 African countries. If you think Africa is irrelevant, like, what's that got to do with me flowing, son? Number one, you in the biggest melting pot in this country, in New York City. So even expand beyond just asking your average understanding questions. This is a great melting pot, and it always can help rap music and hip hop. Lyrically, flow-wise, topically, musically especially. Cats be talking, what's up with the beats? What do you mean by beat? You mean snare and kick drum only? Last time you heard hi-hats actually, were its own percussion. Guys like Larry Smith back in the day would actually make music just with the hi-hat. So we have to be able to engage a musical discussion back into the realm of hip hop and rap music.